How do you know you're missing someone? Does God use certain simple happening to point out we're missing someone we love? Can miles truly separate you from someone you love? Does missing someone mean you need them in your life? The pain of missing someone you love can be heart-touching, but the question we ask ourselves most time is if the person also misses us as we miss them. It is possible you just broke up with someone or recently engaged with someone and the feeling sets in. You are forced or boxed to the corner to search out and see signs and clues to hold on to, or use a yardstick to determine whether the person also loves you and equally misses you like you are missing them. Missing someone you love or recently broke up with comes with many physical and emotional disturbances. You tend to go off food, having difficulties in concentrating, getting disconnected from things you do before, and so many other things. But you must know that missing someone is not necessarily love. When you start a relationship with someone you love, you want to be around them as much as possible, and naturally, you miss them when you are apart. But this feeling of missing someone is not necessarily love. It just may be the first signs of having a crush on someone, an attraction, lust, or just pure infatuation. Remember the case of Ammon and Tamar in the Bible? Ammon thought he loved Tamar and was missing her and desired to be with her, but ended up raping her. The beginning of any relationship is usually fun, excitement, and this person is often on your mind. This is how it should be, as it serves to drive the relationship forward to the next phase. If the spark dies out and there is no chemistry, then the longing for the person ceases, and you may be deliberately placing distance between yourself and the other person. When you have chosen to place a distance between you and another person, you miss them much less than when someone you cared about did the same to you. One question to ask is, what do you miss? The person or the things they do? To miss someone out of love, then that person must have been real and present in your life. Even with the loss of a romantic relationship, while you may feel lonely, sad, and rejected, and you might only miss that time you spent together, to fill a void in your life unless you miss who they actually were as a person. Often what we miss about people we love, or once loved or shared great memories with, is what they represented. Youth, freedom, or intense infatuations that made us feel alive. We may miss the attention they gave us, or the fact that the relationship helped us through a tough time in our life. Holding on to feelings of wishing they were back in our life will cause us to miss out on things in the present. There is no sin in falling in love with the right person, and there is no harm in missing someone, but what is bad and harmful is when you fall sick because of love. Love does not make you sick. It's your state of mind, and it is something you can control. The word haggard clearly describes it. When you sit around stressed and obsessed all day, losing sleep and weight, you're going to look haggard, and people will take note. They will see the change in you and worry. When you love and miss someone, you must be careful who you confide in and share these thoughts with. Tell the right person, and you may get the help and advice you need. Tell the wrong person, and a world of hurt follows. As sons and daughters of God, we must not make wrong assumptions or get things wrongly. We must be sensitive and spirit-filled, following the leadings of God for whatever we are doing. When we are connected and aligned to Him, He would speak to our minds. He would never let us alone. He is always mindful of all that concerns us and would not want us to be ruled by our fleshly desires, and as such, He would give us signals, signs and confirmations to alert us and make us know He is with us and guiding us in our decision-making. Some of those signs when we miss someone we love, and it is from God, are: you lack peace in all you do. One of the strongest confirmations on anything we do or need is peace of mind. When you have prayed over something and do not have peace to proceed, it's a clear sign to leave such things, as God gives His beloved peace and rest. So, when that peace does not exist, it is not from God. When you have separated from someone you love, probably due to misunderstanding, or someone you love left you, when you pray and lack peace of mind, it is a sign that you still love that person, and God is interested in having both of you back together, and that is why you do not have peace to continue with another or let go of the thoughts of that person. You have probably enjoyed peace, love, and serenity in the relationship, and now you're missing the person but want to move on. God is saying your relationship with that person is not over. You need this person back in your life to enjoy all-round peace. Understand this today and do the needful. You feel disconnected from God and your purpose. Another sign that you miss someone you love and it is from God is that you experience sudden disconnection or distance from God. God is delighted and interested in our relationships, especially when we have not broken His laws in our relationship, such as having sexual relations. There was this connection you had with God even while you were in a relationship with your ex, but now it's gone. You find it difficult connecting with your Maker. God has given you a task and assignment to carry out, and He brought you together with that person to fulfill His will. If the feeling of missing your ex is from God, you will find it difficult to carry on with your God-given assignments because he or she was the right person for you to run the race together. This is not just a feeling of love for that person, it is God communicating with you that the person you are missing is important in your life. They keep popping up. Another sign that you miss someone you love and it is from God is that the picture or face of the person pops up, either as you pray, meditate, after taking a nap, or as you rise from bed. It's not to be taken for granted. This is beyond coincidence that they keep popping up in your thoughts. It's a call and direction from God to reconnect with that person. It may probably have been the way God revealed the person to you at the start or beginning of the relationship. God tends to show us confirmation if He wants us to be with a particular person. It's a confirmation to you that you need to reconnect and not let go, because the person is important to your existence on earth. All is still open for both of you to reconnect. When you miss someone and it's from God, the door would still be open for both of you to reconnect. The possibilities will be glaring to you and you will both find it difficult moving on. There would be possible means and a system for the both of you to be back together. Word of affirmation from your pastor or mentor. We all have someone we submit to, either a pastor or a spiritual head, who we are bold enough to meet and discuss our issues with. When you're missing an ex, seek the counsel of your pastor or mentor. They would advise you in the right direction to know if the person is God's will for you or not. These people are always interested in your well-being and would be interested also in your relationship. They counsel you with your interest at heart and would not be biased in their advice, as they are not emotionally involved. They have a better understanding. That is why their counsel is very important. Remember, the Bible makes us understand that God does not do anything without revealing to His servants, the prophet. That pastor you are submitting to is a servant of God, and he will reveal his plans for you to his servant to help guide you in this decision. God is aware and He is interested in your relationship. He will attend to your heartaches.